Welcome to Angel Wisdom Channel. My name is Stephanie, and this week I'm doing the elemental earth signs of Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn for the week of August 4th through August 10th. I'm going to be using several different card decks, and I will leave a description below of which decks I'm using if you're interested. Now I'm going to start off this week by picking an overall energy card for the week, and I'm going to be using this deck here. So let me pull the card for the energy of the week for the earth signs of Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn for the week of August 4th through August 10th. And we have the Bone Collector in reverse. Okay, so let me put this card deck aside and bring up the message for the Bone Collector for the week of August 4th to August 10th for the Earth signs. And the message of the Bone Collector reads, "You are whole and have everything you need within." When the Bone Collector appears, she is asking you to look closely at your circumstances to see if you're fully present or reacting out of past conditioning and unconscious expectations. Whenever we're wounded, especially when we're young, it's as if something essential is stolen from us. We adapt and accept a particular version of the truth that then sets us up to behave a certain way in the future when faced with a situation that reminds us of the original event. What we know about ourselves thus becomes influenced by a perception of limitation. You may feel unworthy or without courage. You may see yourself as flawed or unlovable, or expect to be criticized. No matter what your question, the Bone Collector reminds you that the truth is that you are a powerful being with limitless possibilities. She has kept safe what was stolen from you in the wounding and is here for you as you reclaim it now. You have everything you believe you lack, and the Bone Collector is your inner resource. Act as if you have what you need, and you'll find you have it after all. Anything is possible. With awareness, the wounds of the past need not define you. Now that's a very important message for all of us here. Throughout this week, if you need to, I want you to replay this so that you can hear the message that's being offered by the Bone Collector. Essentially, it's telling you you are whole and have everything you need within. So if you're feeling like you're not good enough or you're comparing yourself to others, please do not do that. You are exactly as you're supposed to be. Where you are is where you need to be. What you're learning is what you need to learn. And everything you need to reach your goals live within you. Don't compare and contrast. Don't attack other people because you feel insecure in their presence. Don't attack yourself because you feel less than in someone's presence. Accept you for you as you are. Now I'm going to pull the cards for the week of August 4th through August 10th using this card deck, which is the Angel Tarot cards. So give me a moment to get that done for us. Alright, God, can I have the message cards for the Earth signs for the week of August 4th through August 10th? For Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Message cards for the week of August 4th through August 10th. For Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Message cards for the week of August 10th. For Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn for the week of August 4th to August 10th. Message cards. Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. have our first card, which is the Seven of Fire. That's for Monday and Tuesday of this week. Let's pull our next card for Wednesday and Thursday of this week, August 4th through August 10th, for the Earth signs. We have the Queen of Fire. So we've got a lot of fire energy so far for the week, for the Earth signs. And for the end of the week and the weekend, August 4th through August 10th, for the Earth signs. Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. We have an air sign, the Two of Air. Okay, so our first card of the week is the Seven of Fire. And that card says defend your beliefs and decisions, stand your ground, choose your battles wisely. So it looks like the beginning of the week we're going to have some energy that we don't particularly like coming at us, that we're going to have to defend ourselves against. But if you could see, she's on her dragon, and she doesn't look real worried about the wands that are coming at her. They're kind of low. They're not really going to hit her, and she's ready for anything. So whatever it is you're up against this week, beginning this week, there's going to be a lot of powerful energy with you to fight off whatever it is. And I think a huge part of this has to do with what the Bone Collector is telling us, and is that if you know who you are, then you know you are whole and complete as you are, and no matter what comes at you, you can handle it. You're going to be successful in fighting off whatever energy is shooting up at you. And it's, you know, it's only going to reach so far before it comes back down, you know? So don't worry about it too much. The beginning of the week leads us to Wednesday and Thursday, and we have the Queen of Fire. So this lady up here on the 7 has reached the level of Queen by midweek because she has successfully fought off that energy. And the Queen of Fire is described as someone who's confident, warm, intelligent, and graceful. With her, you're being asked to stretch your wings and fly. Don't underestimate yourself. Assert your independence and creativity. I mean, the Bone Collector is right on point for this week because they're telling you, you are a badass. There is no need to worry about the things that you are doing to try and keep yourself from moving forward. You are, again, like I said, using a very bad tactic in dealing with situations. You're using that compare and contrast thing that so many of us are taught to do, and that leads to jealousy amongst ourselves. There is no need to compare yourself to another person because you are a queen. You are a king. You don't need to compare yourself to anyone. Whatever it is that you want to achieve, you can achieve. All you need, you possess. You just have to tap into it and recognize it. When you feel empowered by that, you have the confidence to go forward, take another step, and do what it is that you want to do. Don't sit around saying that you're not good enough, because you are. Don't think that you need to be better at this and better at that. You are where you are. And anything you do going forward, if there is more to come, then you will learn that. It doesn't mean that you shouldn't do something until you've reached some perfect moment in time. You are exactly where you need to go, where you need to be to go forward. So recognize that about yourself. Use that energy to benefit you. Now at the end of the week, we have the Two of Air card. And that says, being unable or unwilling to make a decision, a stalemate, pretending there is no problem. Okay, so you've gotten to the point where you're ready to go forward midweek. And then comes the weekend and you are feeling this overwhelming sense in your head of doubt again. Like, I don't know what to do. Should I do this? Should I do that? Is this possible? I know that this exists, but I'm not sure if I take this next step, if it'll turn out the way I want it to. One thing you're going to have to do in order to get past this blockage is to recognize that the only way to get past the blockage is to make a decision. And as I said, you have to make the decision from where you currently are. You know what you know, you understand what you understand, and what you don't, you really won't learn until you release, make that decision, and receive what's coming forth. I mean, give it your best thought. Don't think low level and like, just throw a bunch of negative out there. Really analyze it, but understand that if you're not of the understanding to make the best decision, then the choice you make will help you to understand better what you should have done. But you're fearing right now making that step, so you're kind of like hesitant and you're sitting there and you really don't know what to do. You're going to have to spend some time just thinking on it. I was telling air signs that use writing, making lists. Write down what it is that you want to do. Write down what it is that you think is blocking you from doing it. What type of support information do you have for it? What do you have that doesn't support it? Look at it, analyze it, and do what's best for you. But recognize that whatever it is you want to do, you do possess it. You just have to own that about yourself. Now I'm going to ask a follow-up question here to see if it's helpful to you. Like, what is it that's the problem here? Why are earth signs having this problem making a decision? What is it that they need to understand that will help move them forward? The card is remember who you are. It's just what I've already said with the bone collector, the message here. You have everything you need in order to do what it is you want to do. You need to recognize that. Remember who you are. Archangel Michael, you are a powerful, loving, and creative child of God. You are very loved. Do not knock yourself down or compare yourself to another person. Be wholly, intentionally, authentically who you are. That is the best that you could ever be, because no one else can be you. Everyone is an individual. We all share a lot in common, but we are all made as snowflakes, and no two reflect each other or look like each other. You have something unique about you that the person you're comparing yourself to or the situation you're afraid of doesn't compare to. Like, there is something so unique about you and what you bring. That's what you need to focus on. That's what you need to remember going forward. Okay? So, I'm also going to pull a health card to check on your well-being for this upcoming week. So for the week of August 4th through August 10th, for the earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn, God, what message do you have for them to benefit their health and well-being? Excuse me, I gotta pick up this card. Alright, the card that came up is relationship. Dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for healing and guiding all of my relationships upon the path of love. Okay, so again, this goes along with you and how you're seeing yourself in comparison to other people and relationships. Just say this prayer for yourself to help you to get beyond whatever's holding you back. And here it is again. Dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for healing and guiding all of my relationships upon the path of love. In order to get past the negativity that's holding you back and keeping you from making decisions that have you in this state of I'm not good enough, or someone's better than me, or how do I compare? You have got to understand who you are, your specialness and remove any negativity that exists between you and anyone else by creating these thoughts in your head. That causes the impact, not necessarily a true, opposite sides against each other type situation with someone, because that may not exist in any place other than your mind. So pray that you can release whatever's holding you from seeing yourself clearly. And I'm also going to offer up, if you're into flowers, because flowers are very healing, I'm going to offer up a flower for you as well to help you heal through this situation. So God, what flower do we have for the earth signs of Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn for the week of August 4th through August 10th? Oh, we got a couple of them. We have Communicate with Your Angels, which is the bird of paradise, very tropical flower, very beautiful. Looks like a bird to me. And it says, you have the ability to connect with the beings of love who surround you. Communicate with your angels and deliver their healing messages to others. We also received Raise Your Vibration, which is the Frangipani or Plumeria flowers. And the message is, your intuitive feelings are accurate messages from the angels. So the angels will be communicating with you this week and delivering messages of love so that you can get past this blockage for yourself. Also, there's one more card, and it's called Balanced Friendships. And that is the Jabera, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right, or African daisy flower. Your friendships work best when there's an equal share of giving and receiving. Alright, so what you're going to need to do, if you choose to get any of these flowers, if you can't actually get the flower, then get a picture of the flower and use that to meditate upon while you communicate with the angels about what it is that you need to do to move yourself forward beyond whatever has you blocked here in this tube of air. You need to make a decision, and you need some clarity and understanding of who you are as a person. Believe it or not, it's you who's holding you back. You need some clarity of who you are before going forward. Don't worry about other people. We like to point fingers at others as our problems, but the real problem is you, because you're the one thinking that that situation has the control and power over you when it really does not. So please think about getting any one of these plants, or like I said, pictures of these flowers and plants, and meditating on them and helping you to meditate and get in touch with you. Okay, so one more thing I want to do is I want you, if you have a question that you'd like to ask that question. And as you ask the question, I am going to pull out a guide for the Advanced Soul book, and I'm going to go through it and focus on an answer for you, and I'm going to read to you what that answer is. Once I give you that answer, I want you to use it also as a tool of meditation, and let whatever messages come to you regarding the saying that I'm going to give to you marinate for you. Let it help you get closer and more insightful information about your situation and where you are with it. Okay, so for the week of August 4th through August 10th, for the earth signs Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn, what message do you have in response to their question? Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, August 4th through August 10th. What is the message you have in response to your question? Okay, the message is, doubt is a pain too lonely to know that faith is his twin brother. Wow. That's by Khalil Gibran, the prophet. So please marinate on that for a while. Sit around, meditate. Although I think the message is very clear and supports everything that's already been said for this week. To don't doubt yourself by painting a picture that you are not good enough because you are comparing yourself to others. So I wish you all continued blessings for this week. Thank you for tuning in. If you like the reading, please like, comment, and share. And I hope to see you back again for the next reading. Bye-bye.